hit, chain, hit, hit. Better watch your hit. Better watch your hit. Better watch your hit. Hit, diamond, hit, chain, hit. Better watch your hip. Ain't my diamond that hitting, you try me, we hitting that beamer. I'm switching, no legend, I'm living. I get it, I spend it, y'all. Yeah, we flip it, I stay on my pivot. You won't cut me slipping like this in front of me. They don't want war with me. 2 to 3 hit up everything in front of me. That'll be the day try gunning me. Still paid, we the that blow the green. I'm with that Draco. Walking in places you can't go. I only fuck on them bad. Hit it, then pass her the Mundo. I need the cash pronto. I don't throw interception like Romo. Ride with the 9 like I'm Rondo. Jug in the morning, Alonzo. Try to take my chain, I'm in. Airplay, yeah, I'm in. Little baby, throw that, I'm in. All the jewelry on me, know that it hit. 12 get behind me, I hit it. And with me, ready to hit. Mono on the base, it hit, you know that. Hit, diamond, hit, plays, hit, diamond, hit, play, whip, chain, better watch your better watch your better watch your diamond, chain, better watch.
You in the mix with DJ Legends.
I'm a big gangster. I turn around with that foreign love. I ain't a slango. 100 of them just ordered up. Surrounded by the angels. Diamonds on when I'm talking love. She won't be my baby, but I'm afraid to fall in love. She say I only get excited when the pack touchdown. Pray that we don't get indicted in the trap uptown. I'm a big gangster. I turn around with that foreign love. A slango. 100 of them just ordered up. Hold up, give me that money that you knowing that I'ma do right with it. Private charter, they snorting that tartar. I got them surrounded by white women. I got them looking like Paris Hilton. Each one of my teeth got a carrot in it. Hey, I think my plug racist. All he seen is white. They going dumb in the slum where I'm from. Got a drum on a like a parrot. They say that I'm making a major mistake for delivering weight, but I barely listen. I got a play that I'm about to go make for like 200K and I'm out of minutes. I can remember the day when it was a shame and I didn't even have a penny. Brand new apartment and we couldn't afford a new furniture. Put us a mattress in. When broken them all, I was trying to keep up with the images. Still had to stack and get it. My daughter turned 1 on a Sunday. Next morning on Monday, I had to go back to prison. My woman was pregnant with Gaza. I put it in throttle and got a new pad to live in. My sister was crying. She wanted a new body. I went out and got her some to live. Grinding the pedal and showing no sympathy. Don't let the industry gas him. But when bought me some diamonds, I did it for mindset, but I never really been flashy with it. Kicking myself in the ass. Someone tatted the face of a snake on the back my kidney. I give any man a chance, you heard me? But once you show me a flaw, that fallback game in full effect. Look, you can leave your in the cut. Look at brass, I'ma speak for him. I'm a big gangster. I turn around with that foreign love. Ain't a slango. 100 of them just ordered up. Surrounded by the angels. Diamonds on when I'm talking love. She won't be my baby, but I'm afraid to fall in love. She say I only get excited when the pack touchdown. Pray that we don't get indicted in the trap uptown. I'm a big gangster. I turn around with that foreign love.
My revolt is not religious, the revolution's born. You wanna know my name, to go and tell us all. You wanna know my gang, Suicide Squad. Pistol on my waist, I might make a mistake. Headshot, oh my God, am I crazy? Drugs every corner, this is Gotham City. Killer Croc came to kidnap you to cut out your kidney. Ain't no mercy, got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Rose, so she know that worth it. Flooded Rolex at the Grammy Awards. They still selling dope, that's those Miami boys. Killers everywhere, it ain't no place to run. Forgive me for my wrongs, I have just begun. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy. Huh. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy. Huh. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Run.
You in the mix with DJ Legends.
Let's go. Yeah. Knock it down, fade away. Flip mode. Yeah. Flip mode. Yeah. Shoot it, knock it down, fade away. Shoot it, knock it down, fade away. It's all about bust it like an AK. It's all about bust it like an AK. It's all about flip more. It's all about flip more. It's all about bust it like an AK. Shoot it, knock it down, fade away. Shoot it, knock it down, fade away. Faded off the woo-ha, no I'm faded off the woo-ha. Bustin' out the trap, in the coupe doing laps. Got me a Dominican mommy, folding paper all got me. Ragga on site, split star off the hype. Ain't got no time to fall in love, ain't no time to fall in love. When the push come to shove, money all I ever love. Gary Payton with the glove, O.J. Simpson with the glove. Guilty pleasure, pick your poison, we got all of the above. Shooters on deck, still banging with the set. 30,000 in a PJ, got my out the jacks. Surfing through the village, bust it up. Diamonds on me, flooded, bust down. Ever since she let me bust it up, she been wanting me to cough now. Go shoot it, knock it down, fade away. Shoot it, knock it down, fade away. It's all about bust it like an AK. It's all about bust it like an AK. It's all about flip more. It's all about flip more. It's all about bust it like an AK. Shoot it, knock it down, fade away. Yeah. Shoot it, knock it down, fade away.
I'm doing it's gonna make me elevate. Only one people around that's gonna make me better. And that it's so They ask how I get that I'm too busy getting this money, getting this cheddar. My daddy let me down, but I promise you I won't let her. I won't say man, make me better. Me my boy still beef right now, cause he get that letter. Numb to the pain. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, everybody, I can't trust nobody. I need me chat party, don't invite me to no party. Pull up in that it's so They ask how I get that I'm a hustler, baby. You must not know me, baby. I'm off the better things. I'm only doing gonna make me elevate. Only one people around that's gonna make me better. And that it's so They ask how I get that
You been cutting me out. You been stuck in the clout. I gave you money through the pandemic when you was just stuck in the house. Do the bust down challenge again on the ground, mama. In your mouth, do it. Don't stop. Keep going, keep f***ing it out. I'm different when it comes to trust, I never leave my bros. Voice of the streets, plus me and India, relationship goals. I love niggas I had love for, they mean me well. They praising niggas told them bro like they ain't see him tell. But me,
I'm off the better things. I'm only doing it's gonna make me elevate. Only one people around that's gonna make me better. And that it's so They ask how I get that pull up in that it's so They ask how I get that
You like it what you see. Everything designer, that's on me. That's why that when I walk, looking like you, just tryna. Yeah, this trip got you in heat. It's jumping, baby girl, hop on it. Yeah, you know that I'm on beat. All these trips got you free. Yeah. Cause I sometimes don't love. No, girl, I know that you ready. Girl, I'm not gonna let you down. I ain't gon' keep you waiting up. If you thought it, it's gon' get knocked up. You playing hide and seek, I'ma find you. Baby, hold on tight when you ride me. You know I like to eat, give me options. If you throw it, it's gon' get knocked up. I wanna get equal. All that is for my ego. Baby, we gon' keep it simple. I need all that love on me. You like it what you see. Everything designer, that's on me. That's why that when I walk, looking like you, just try. This trip got you in heat. It's jumping, baby girl, hop on it. Yeah, you know that I'm on beat. All these trips got you in heat. Yeah.
This trip got you in heat. Super wet, her juices running down her knee. No stylist in the saline. Got you flogging with an icy pedophilia. Pretty vibes inside the mansion by the beach. Put the prints all on your bathing suit, your stylist so you know. Shopping bags inside your room, designer garments for the week. And that's all on me, I swear that's all on me. You acting like you really want it, you gon' get it. Once I f you good, I got you. In your feelings, worky bands and go your pouches. Got you dripping, checking, listen, more accountants. Counting digits, cherishing the riches.
You like it what you see? Everything designer, that's on me. That's why the when I walk, looking like you, just tryna, yeah. This trip got you in heat. It's jumping, baby girl, hop on it. Yeah, you know that I'm on beat. All these trips got you in heat.
After party, you and all your friends here, they love to get naughty. Sipping on that hit, I know you love that Bacardi. 1942, I take you back in the raw. Okay, I pull up, hop out at the after party. You and all your friends here, they love to get naughty. Sipping on that hit, I know you love that Bacardi. 1942, I take you back in the raw. Switching lanes and I'm seeing lights, you know I watch the curves. Smoking weed, you know I'm getting high, you know it calm my nerves. Pumping hard, pumping non-stop, the bag I had to earn. You can try, but you might fail again, you know you never learn. Came in with a bottle, I was tripping. And I took a couple shots and now I'm dancing. It got me burning up, inside's burning up, yeah. Okay, I pull up, hop out at the after party. You and all your friends here, they love to get naughty. Sipping on that hit, I know you love that Bacardi. 1942, I take you back in that raw. Okay, I pull up, hop out at the after party. You and all your friends here, they love to get naughty. Sipping on that hit, I know you love that Bacardi. 1942, I take you back in that raw. Papa Mess, out in the meadow. She like a little red, and stiletto. Until you lay, out in the ghetto. Try to duck the feds, they need to let go. Came in with a bottle, I was tripping. Then I took a couple shots, it got me dizzy. It got me burning up. Inside's burning up, yeah. Okay, I pull up, hop out at the after party. You and all your friends here, they love to get naughty. Sipping on that hit, I know you love that Bacardi. 1942, I take you back in that raw. Okay, I pull up, hop out at the after party. You and all your friends here, they love to get naughty. Sipping on that hit, I know you love that Bacardi. 1942, I take you back in that raw. Okay, I pull up.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp. When he tryna get this money for the rent. For the Cadillacs and gas money spent. Will cause a whole lot of jumping. You know it's hard out here for a pimp. When he tryna get this money for the rent. For the Cadillacs and gas money spent. Will have a whole lot of jumping.
In my eyes, I done seen some crazy things in the streets. Got a couple working on the chain just for me. But I gotta keep my game tight like Kobe on game night. Like taking from a don't know no better. I know that ain't right. Done seen people killed, done seen people deal, done seen people live in poverty with no meals. It's fucked up where I live, but this is how it is. It might be new to you, but it's been like this for years. It's blood, sweat, and tears when it come down to this. I'm trying to get rich before I leave about this. I'm trying to have things, but it's hard to
We're here for a particular reason.
Time to put the kids to bed.
And that reason is
It's time for the full 180.
Yep, you know what time it is? Time for the full 180. I am yours truly, DJ TRKKY. They call me the Bomb Radio. It's tricky, that is. Mr. Bomb Radio on the ones and twos, and it is Hump Day, the Hump Day edition of the full 180 Convo. I know you've been waiting on it, man. We are here in the building. Got a special treat for you today. Man, a financial guru, a financial mind, had a great conversation with this man, so I don't want to wait without any further ado. But Hope you had a good Wednesday, man. You know how we do it. We got to get into the quote of the day. The quote is, y'all been in competition with people God sent to be on your team. Man, I'm let that marinate. I heard that today. I was just like, how many people on my team who I be in competition with? Well, it's hard to be in competition with yourself. So, therefore, I don't think I'm in competition with anybody. I think I just let God lead and I just kind of follow. But this is how we get down. You got to listen to the good sounds, the great sounds of my big brother, Mr. DJ Legend. Man, make sure you catch him on the Juneteenth big stage. We got a big ordeal coming for you June 19th. It is going to be great. We had a meeting about it. We are all on one accord. And you know, I love when things come together. Speaking of come together, you know what time it is. We don't do it without her. And we can never do it without him. It's time for your lady, our first lady. Hey, lady. Miss KC is still with the church announcements. Big bro. Is there one?
Hello for 180 Land. This is KC Estelle, their first lady with the church announcements. Oh, I miss Saints, Aints, and others out there. I am coming to you with the sponsorship and the promo program that is $50 weekly, and it is $150 monthly. And for you private investors, you can email us at the full 180 convo at gmail.com. Again, that is the full 180 convo at gmail.com. So some quick announcements. We have the DFW Small Business Expo on April the 24th between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. It is $50 for a vendor fee. So if you haven't signed up and you're still interested, please get in contact with Antoine White at 314-630-4465. It is at the Music City Mall there in Louisville, and it is free to the public. We also have the Juneteenth celebration that DJ Tricky just got through talking about. DJ Legend will be on the main stage. We'll be doing a live show. Vendors, bunch of things going on. So please come out on June the 19th between, I believe, well, it starts at 10. So it could go on forever. I don't know. But it will start at 10 o'clock. And that is brought to you by Mr. Darrell Blair and the Elite News. So, these are the announcements that I wanted to make on Monday, but I kind of got the look of not to make it so. Our very own DJ Tricky, since he be giving it to me. Indeed, on Friday, DJ Tricky will be hosting a karaoke night at Dat Damn Daiquiri. I didn't know if I wanted to say that name, but I guess I have to. Since that's
the name of the venue.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you. We not condoning nothing, but look,
absolutely.
You're looking for an upscale place to eat, to get a daiquiri, a live concert, karaoke, and of course your boy be on the ones and twos. Come holler at me this Friday between 7 to 10. I promise you, we're going to start your weekend off just right.
Indeed. And also, he has a full weekend. He has Saturday as well between 12 and 4 at Harlow. It's a Vibe Day party on the rooftop, and that is in Deep Ellum, Harlow, 2823 Main Street there in Dallas. And he has a Sunday Fun Day on Sunday. So his weekend is very busy. That is between 3 and 10 at Harlow again, down in Deep Ellum. One more announcement, and that is, hey ladies, on Saturday at 11 o'clock via Zoom, and that is featuring yours truly. So ladies, let's get on that Zoom. I'll send a link on Friday, and we'll be ready to go at 11 for hey ladies. Does anybody else have an announcement before I shut it down?
No, man, we just want to make sure you let you know, look, we're doing the Juneteenth celebration. We want you to go to DFW Juneteenth. Make sure it's a free event. Once again, let me cut this down so you read. It is a free event. Kid friendly, just come on out. I know it's COVID's going on. Put your mask on. Come check out the live show. It's going to be full. It's going to be full of content. And then check out on the main stage when they do the the Beauty, Health, and Wellness Show. Our homegirl CC is putting that together along with her crew. So we want you to come out. It's a fun festival event. We want everybody to come out and just enjoy Juneteenth in a great and grown-up way. So yes, that's what I want to say about that. Other than that,
And
sorry, KC.
it is a community event, so please, please come out and enjoy yourself. And since there are no other 480 church announcements, everyone, please govern yourselves accordingly.
Building fund is after the service, please. Building fund is after the service.
Appreciate you, KC Estelle, man. Look, I do want to get into this without any further ado. Of course, you just heard Miss KC Estelle. You heard my big brother, DJ Legend. To my right is none other than Dr. B, a.k.a. Don't Push Her, but she a killer. And right next to her is none other than she's your queen to be.
Whatever you like.
Our very own license, Roy. And
I like the
never last and never least, man. We have a gentleman in here. I had a chance to actually speak to the gentleman. When I tell you, he made me want to just call in today and be like, you know what? Like they did on the movie. Tell my boss I ain't coming in no more. None other than Mr. Brent Jackson with the EpsonCompany.com. He is here to give you some more tidbits of the financial freedom. My brother, thank you for being here. We definitely appreciate you.
I appreciate it too. Thank you.
Yes. So, Mr. Brent, we ain't gonna hold no punches. Let's get right into it, brother. We need to know, how can we become financial freedom? But before you get to that, I want them to give you the background you gave me about yourself, Mr. 26 million.
Oh man. All eyes on me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Let me turn my whole body and just.
So I would have to start off the story.
Yes, sir.
After college.
Yes.
Right, I moved to California.
Yes, sir.
Right, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So that's a long way away from home.
East to west.
You a Steelers fan?
Yeah, east to west. A Steelers fan. Go Steelers. Go Steelers. Go Steelers. So moved to California by myself, no family, no friends, nothing like that. Just out of college. Just, I wanted to go to the big city because I saw it as a challenge. Like, I want to go ahead and take this on. And the shit was tough. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy.
I think
but
I'm making nervous.
Yeah, but with enough, with enough, I wouldn't even say hard work, a lot of guidance from above, that picture has changed dramatically. Cool. And it's at a place now where I can walk into a room and touch lives and make an impact for what I say that I always wanted to do. I'm living it every day. Nice. And it's a beautiful thing. Very beautiful thing. And the story, we can have, the details and all that other stuff.
That's why I said brief synopsis. You don't
but,
have to know all the details.
pretty much give you guys a little feeler, right, to the long, drawn-out story. Went to California, first year there, had a roommate. It was a lot of drama. Okay, a lot of drama. He hated on me because I had a lot of ladies. And he said he's going to tell my mom. Yeah, and I was so mad. I was so upset. And at the same time, I'm still working.
Yes, sir.
I'm still, making money online and things like that. This delay in this radio is fucking.
You can take it off. Take it off.
Oh, thank you. That's why I feel like I'm talking it so slow.
No, you good.
Wow.
No,
Can I just
fine.
take this
We're
off?
used to it. You good.
Okay, yeah.
You're good.
I gotta get used to this. Like, I need like 20 more of these. I'll be better, I promise. So anyway, first year's there, got into a lot of drama with the roommates, but I was still, grinding, making money, doing what you gotta do. Came along, was able to land a stock job, selling stocks, so that was a whole lot of fun. I learned how to sell like Jordan Belfleur, if you guys ever seen, The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, so that is not fake. That is absolutely real, and I
yes,
lived
it
it,
is.
experienced it. I even coined myself the Wolf of Wilshire Boulevard because when I first got there, I was garbage, but I studied really hard and I got better. I became #1 in the office. So as far as the finance side, that really sparked an interest. And then after that, it was me and my best friend. We've been best friends for 15 years now. And he was like, "Hey man, you want to get into credit?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Nah, I don't want to get into credit because it just sounds like sleazy." That's what I was thinking in my head. And then I was looking at my situation. I'm not selling stocks anymore. Well, I'm like, well, I got to do something. So let's go ahead and do it, So then I get into the business, and we go through these certifications, and we go to classes and courses and all that stuff. And it blew my mind of what was available, and what you could do with credit. And so it kind of sparked the idea because, like most of us, I've always been like a cash guy, We get our paychecks, it's cash, we do little side jobs, whatever, it's cash. You hear a credit, they told us to keep your credit good, but no one taught us how to do the shit. Yeah. So with that being said, it's already ruined by the time I get out of college, I had a roommate in the whole drama because I didn't have good credit and couldn't get my own spot.
Right.
I had bad credit. He was my roommate. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't have been in the drama.
Right.
He wouldn't have been hating me with the ladies. I'd have been in my own house with my own ladies.
Right.
If I had good credit, but I didn't have it. So I get around and start learning the industry, and then God comes in and just plucks Ashton, and we've been close like this, plucks Ashton to a whole another side of Cali. To work with some guys that were auto dealers, and they were helping people get cars in a very creative way, and it was with credit. And so Ashton learned a lot on that little voyage. Mm-hmm. So when he comes back and everything I had been doing too, we bring that together and we start the credit services company, Brightman Capital. You guys can Google that one. And it's closed, so that's not a plug at all. So don't try to go there and get business because it's closed, okay? COVID shut it down, unfortunately. But we ran it for 4 years. I helped over 2,000 clients clean up their credit and also get funding.
Right.
Because so many people, they don't know it, but the banks are actually on your side if you can speak their language. I mean, it's a language, Yes, and so with that being said, the language for them is show me the credentials needed for me to give you the money. And what are those credentials? A credit report. You got to have some type of good paying job, and you got to have your tax returns. They got to be up to par. If you have those 3 things, the banks will give you the money you want. Easy as pie. And most people don't know. We're behind on their taxes, or we didn't do it. Right. We don't want to keep a job because we're annoyed of our boss.
Right.
And our credit, I'll get to it later. And then we're wondering, well, why I got to keep using my own cash? Right? You got to use OPM, guys. That's where real finance starts, is knowing that, the income is supposed to go into you. That's your income, right? You're supposed to store that in the bank accounts and then use the credit to go and push forward with your day-to-day activities. Or if it's business, if it's business credit, use that credit to go forward with your business. And keep storing your cash. If you guys pay attention to the finance world, Warren Buffett has damn near $8 billion in cash. How did he save $8 billion in cash? He needs to live, right? He's using credit.
Wow. I didn't think
Yeah, because we've been taught totally opposite.
The opposite. We've been taught the opposite.
Right.
And so it's like this. If you go forward, you get traction. If you go backwards, you lose a lead, right?
Gotcha.
So they've been teaching us how to keep losing leads instead of us being able to burst forward. Because you say how to build wealth. So now we know that credit is key, right? Cash, we're always going to get that from our jobs, from our gigs, independent contractor situations, whatever. Lady needs me to mow the lawn. Thank you. Give me $40. It's freaking cash. But the thing about cash is it must move. And if you don't move it, then it's not valuable at all.
So when did you finally figure it out and you just popped off? It was like, okay, I got this thing now. So when was that moment?
It was during the running of Brightman Capital, because I was dealing with so many people and their credit and their jobs and their finances, because we're getting them funding, that I was able to put all the pieces together on how the game should work. Because I've got somebody that comes in with a horrible credit score, no damn job, and no taxes, and they want $50,000. No, that's not possible. But to you, you really want it, so I'll help you get there. So go get this job, get your taxes together, and let's get this credit right. Some people want to do it, some people don't. So you learn the different personalities around it, right? But then you have those gems that come in and they got their stuff all together. They got their taxes together. They've been working their job for 10 years. They tired of it, but they've been working there. They got their taxes caught up. They got their bank statements. They have everything ready. And all they needed was just the right direction on how to go and get the money.
To speak the language.
To speak the language.
Makes sense.
That's it. So now we go to the bank. I'm always telling folks, look, every human being, to me, if you may not know, it may be unconscious to you, in the finance world, though, if we're looking at everybody as a meal ticket, everyone in this room is worth $300,000 a piece. Just from bank money. I don't need the cash in your pockets. Keep it. The bank, I got it. I got it. Because, again, whatever we don't have, we can make up for it. And we can make it happen. Because it's worth it. Because you should have both credit and cash working for you at the same time. Now you're coming to the battle with 2 fists. Right now you're walking with cash. Only you're one arm in the fight. And there's a whole legion of people out there fighting with 2 freaking arms.
Yes, sir.
And you're getting your butt kicked. And you wondering, well, why can't I keep up? Why I gotta, rob Peter to pay Paul? Because there's Cindy and she's called credit. You ain't supposed to be taking from Peter cash to go pay Paul cash. Cindy's supposed to be there charging it. And then at the end of the month, you make sure you pay Cindy off a little bit for doing a good job. That's the way it should be handled, right?
Okay.
That's the way it should be handled. And go ahead.
No, go ahead. No,
okay.
Just like you said. I mean, it's always been taught opposite. It's
the opposite. Now let's get fun. Let's have fun with it, because we're going to go straight to the top of the mountain. But if you need it,
okay. So before we do that, we're going to take a quick break. Cool. We're going to come right back to it with the full 180 man. I have Mr. Brent Jackson in from Emerson. I messed it up. Say it for me, brother.
Emerson. EMISON. Emerson Company.
Thank you. .com. We'll be on the other side of this break. We'll get right back with him. We listen to the full 180 Convo. Stay right there. Let's go, Caesar.
Bragging like you put in work, next thing you know that boy got hit up. My grind is one of a kind, I got a good pick of the litter. Leave my taste up on that then she started acting bitter. In a drop top, if you say a smoke out, you get hot box. I told him send a message, bring his necklace, then he got shot. The mama got that ass, make you jump just like a hopscotch. Want me gone, color yellow at the top spot. 2020 Corvette, equal more sex. 40 on my lap, what's a car jet? Chop in the Lambo, that's a lamb chop. Young still hanging with the have-nots. Rolling 6-0 in a 6-4. Got some young still quick to pull a kick though. A baddie in the race. Even while I watch the storm. Still a hood.
She just moved right up the block from me, and she got the hots for me, the finest thing my hood has seen. But oh no, no, she got a man and a son though. Oh, but that's okay, cause I wait for my cue and just listen, play my position like a show star. Pick up everything, mommy, and in no time, I better make this with him mine. And that's for sure, cause I never been the type to break up a happy home. But it's something about baby girl, I just can't leave alone. Tell me, mom, what's it gonna be? She said,
you don't know what you mean to
come
me.
on.
I do. All I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo, you know I'm crazy over you. No matter what I do, all I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo, you know I'm crazy over you.
Bishop, 2 and 3, we're here for a particular reason.
Time to put the kids to bed.
And that reason is
It's time for the full 180.
Welcome back, everybody. Once again, we're here at the Full 180 Convo. Tonight's health hack: sleep. Don't sleep on sleep. You know, there are some people need to get all of their sleep because your brain doesn't function without it. So let's just get into what a good sleep kit should consist of, because everybody can create a sleep kit. You see, it has lavender oil, magnesium, melatonin, some nice cool water. These are things that you need. Also, we all have Alexas. Turn Alexa on and tell her to play a thunderstorm. Whatever it is that you need to do to lull yourself to sleep. And sex is also a very good way to get put to sleep. So let's look at the benefit. Let's look at the benefit of it. You know, it's prioritize your rest. Avoid caffeine after midday. You know, you need to be more awake and aware, because without sleep, your body does not repair itself. The circadian rhythm, us being up during the day, sleeping at night, once that rhythm gets thrown off, it begins to affect our health. And it's also been studies shown that poor sleep habits can lead to obesity. So get it together, people. Get your at least 6 to 8 nights of sleep. I've given you your sleep kit. Your lavender oil might go well with the sex later that night. So go to sleep. Take you some melatonin. Do what you got to do. Get the lavender oil. Go to bed. Get your sleep.
Look, I ain't tripping. Look, thick chicks. Let's go to the aha, baby.
Oh, so she
tripping?
Oh, she thick. She
thick.
So wait a minute, y'all. So there's some people that are in here with us. You guys don't see them, and it was so funny because when she mentioned sex, the young lady got so flushed. She was like,
I thought she got flushed.
She did. Oh my God. Hey man,
sex with me.
Yeah.
I am saying I'm an advocate for sex because not only does sex burn 500 calories a go, it also promotes good blood circulation, restores your yes. It sex is very healthy.
Say something.
And it releases the same endorphins that are released are the endorphins that are released during drug use. So sometimes sex can be a weapon. It can be like drugs.
So all y'all out there
get
being
addicted.
stingy. Go on, roll over.
Go on, roll over.
that soda.
At 1:30
Especially at 1:30 in the morning.
1:30 in the morning.
And it's a nice way, and it can also start your day off well as well.
I'm good with it at what?
Yeah.
Man, well look, you back with the full 180. Of course, thank you always, Miss License Word, for the great help tip. Man, look, sleep. I'm gonna think about it. But in the meantime, while I'm asleep, I want to be thinking about these dollars. Mr. Brent Jackson's gonna make sure we get these our special guests in here. He is the financial freedom brother. Not only he giving you good sex, he said you gonna have good sex and make 1,000 every time you blink.
I think I threw him off too.
That's
threw you off. You wasn't expecting the sex.
No, you didn't throw me off.
Oh, you heard what he said? His roommate was mad because he had women.
Ladies.
Yeah,
No,
cool.
KC, that's your line. Hey, ladies.
Yeah, because he didn't have an issue with that.
He got plenty of sleep.
He sleeps very well at night.
Very well at night. Very well. You see, you look well rested.
I'm just saying.
So yes, sir, we are in here with Mr. Brent Jackson, man. Look, he's going to give you the highway or the freeway or whatever your road is to financial freedom. He's going to drop these nuggets. You just heard he said it ain't cash, it's the credit. Ms. Jackson, we had this conversation, and I tell you, blew my mind. You got to tell our listeners, man, about the startup versus the buy game.
Got you. All right, so the top of the mountain, like I said, right? So here we are, 2021, right? We're in April.
Yes, sir.
And we're back out of COVID. We're rebounding. The economy is going back. And when COVID started, we heard about so many companies going out of business, bankrupt, right? Out of here. And then now we're hearing about mergers, okay? So what's happening is the players in the field that are really playing with credit and cash combined, they're buying and selling businesses every single day, all day, right? So I have a client, because I'm also a business advisor, right? I have a client, and her name's Sierra. She's probably going to hear this one day and be like, oh my God, oh my God. You know? So Sierra comes on board just a few weeks ago,
right?
And she wants to start up a salon, right? And so I was like, okay, you know, give me your ideas. And she told me. And I was like, how's the funding going? And she's like, you know, it's been kind of rough. People are telling me they can't help me because they're not going to loan money to a startup. And I'm like, yeah, I understand. And so then I was like, hey, listen, you know, let's set an appointment. Let's talk. I want us to, you know, go over, you know, a game plan, and let's see what we can do, right? So long story short, Sierra ends up getting her funding, right? She got $200,000, and that only took 2 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 weeks. So we moved really quick, but she had her stuff together. She had her stuff together.
Yes, sir.
So then from there, now we're looking at businesses, right? But I told her, instead of us going and starting up, right, how about we buy one that's for sale? Because we can go to Google right now and type in salon for sale, Dallas, Texas, and there will be a website, Biz Buy Sell. And you open that thing up, and it's just a masterpiece, just a library of businesses that are for sale in every industry, in every background that you can ever imagine. So I don't care if you're a freaking painter, there's a painting company for sale, and it's for you. If you're a musician, there's that business there for you for sale. I had one client, he wants to do a record label. I said, okay, you can start up, but how about we go buy one? We typed in record label for sale into Google, and we find them for sale.
It's just that simple.
It's just that simple. And so these sellers, why are they selling? Well, they're trying to retire. Maybe they're trying to go to another industry, you know, or maybe they're sick and they can't, you know, take care of the business any longer, and their kids don't want anything to do with the type of business that they do, which is all understandable, right? So those people are popping up every second of the day. And so they're looking to sell these assets. And so the game has been this way since the beginning of the finance game. But if I can be as transparent as possible, it was that information was only steered to a certain group of folks and blocked from a certain group of folks. So you have others that are in the actual know and the light, and others that are in the dark. And it's a cruel thing, in my point of view, as humanity as a total. But altogether, at least the information has come, and it's coming through our folks, and more people are taking advantage of it. So instead of doing the startup, I told Sierra, I said, listen, how about we take your beautiful ideas, let's go buy a salon, and then we can add your ideas to the salon, right? And now, instead of you being worth startup money, you're worth a salon that's been around for 30 years, has 10 employees already has a cash flow, right? So that cash flow is very important to the banks, because they know that's what you're bringing in no matter what, every single month. That's the leftover. That's what's coming in. So when we go to the bank down, we have all of our credit together. We have everything's in line. And then we're saying, hey, we want to buy this business. They're going to give you 70, maybe even 80% LTV, loan to value, just like real estate. But we're doing it in the business world, right? So we get the money from the bank, say 70%. We need to get the other 30% to match. We can raise that through private money. Every investor, private investor, will give money for a business acquisition. It is what happens every day. Why would they do that? The same reason the bank said yes. It's tied to cash flow. So I say, Sierra, let's take a look at that. She says, perfect. And Sierra has a full-time job. She's actually being, what is it called when you get pushed up? Promoted. Yeah, she's getting promoted right now and all that. And so as her advisor, I'm working it on this angle. But all together, she's going to end up being a proud owner of a business, not just a startup, you know?
Right.
And she can bring those beautiful ideas to the establishment and raise the value automatically. Same way if we're in real estate. We buy the house and then we fix it up. Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing, but we just do it with business. And if you have both of those combined, real estate and businesses in your portfolio, now you have a higher net worth. That's what it's about. If you guys are ever in a situation, I've been there, seen this. You go to court and they'll tell you they want to know what if you have any assets. I always put 0 because they're trying to pry. But the point is, the column assets is there, right? Mm-hmm. And it's for us to fill in. Right. You know? And so we got so much cash, but we need the credit to go get the assets. Mm-hmm. Right. Because remember, that credit can always be expanded, can be increased. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you got 10,000 right now, but if those monthly payments are coming in on time, it can turn to 20, 30, 40, 50, etc., etc. But what our people do is they take the credit and they go spend it just on clothes and trips and all that other stuff. That's what our people do, and that's what all the scammers do. They just go blow the bread. But let's talk about real wealth, okay? If you take the credit and you go buy an asset, the asset will pay for the note on the credit.
Ooh, say it again.
If you take the credit and go buy the asset will pay for the note on the credit.
Hope y'all listening.
That's it.
Kind of like flipping a house.
It's just like flipping a house.
Yeah.
But you're buying a business with employees, with cash flow.
Right.
It's a cash machine.
Right.
On the side over there where it's real bright and they know what's going on, they see businesses as cash machines, not their passions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love that.
So like
Not
I say
their
in a
passions.
salon example, they already have clientele, they already have people, they already have booths, she don't have to do anything. She just acquired a business that's already there.
Exactly. And you know
Makes
what?
sense.
You know what the staff saw? New management.
Right.
And all of us have seen that somewhere.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the movies.
Yeah.
New management. You didn't know what happened. But what happened was that that seller said, I gotta go. And somebody bought it.
And now she
when
doesn't
you
have to buy those chairs, the starting up cost. Most
the
people
licenses,
think of,
none of that.
Yeah, that
None
does
of that.
make sense.
And guess what? When it's your business, right? You get a salary as soon as you buy it. So you're gonna get the money.
I was walked into a place. It was like a comic book store / I forgot what the name of it was, but you could go in and buy like all this vintage colas and sodas and all kinds of stuff and vintage candy. And she said they had a different location that was owned by someone else, but they were getting ready to sell. And so instead of them buying the business as a whole, they bought all of the inventory.
Yeah.
Right? And so when they bought all of the inventory, the owner could walk away knowing that they made money on everything that they bought or they purchased for the store, and they didn't need to actually sell the building, the business.
Exactly.
Right. Because,
exactly.
Yeah.
And when you do that, that's called buying. It's an asset sale. So that's when you look at the entire business and you just choose the assets within the business. So maybe equipment or any type of licenses or maybe some type of insurance policies that, have accumulated some type of value. So all those things bring value to a business, of course, and business owners include that as they build. So when you're looking at an owner that's selling, they can either sell the entire thing to you or they can sell it to you piece by piece.
So would you still say with that situation that you just or should I say that what I want to say, that vision that you just painted to us with the young lady?
Yeah.
And congrats to her as well.
Yeah, she's
would
on
you
it.
say that especially during this time, if COVID didn't teach you anything, to me it taught you need to have plan A, B, C. You need to be doing something for yourself.
Right.
And so a lot of us ran out to start our own business, but I've always believed wealth was in real estate. Like if you own property,
Right.
or if you own land,
Right.
So it's what with me saying that. Why do we have such mentality that if I build it, then they will come, and then you say I don't have to build it, I can just invest in it, and they'll come.
Now here's the thing. It's because of the education that we received. Just go straight down to the bottom, to the bare bones. It's from the information we received, right? Because here's the roadmap for who knows what's really going on, okay? You're young, 16, 17 years old. Your mom and dad, they're probably adding you to their credit cards as authorized users. Automatic. So by the time you're 18, your credit score is on 750.
Yeah.
Right? Now, as that happens, you probably got a job. They're telling you to save the money into the bank accounts and use your little credit cards, but don't go too much. Right? And if you have to, come use daddy's credit card or mommy's credit card. I'm saying to the ones that know, this is how the progress goes.
Gotcha.
Right? So you go to school 1, go to school 2, let's go to college. Let's say I go to Wharton.
Come on.
Let's say I go to Wharton. Let's say I go to Wharton. Let's say I go to Wharton, and let's all say collectively that Wharton probably costs, let's say, $50,000 a semester. Okay, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Most people go to $50,000 for a whole year. You know, in like your lower tier colleges, right, with different information. So these top tier institutions with this information, right? I go to school. I decide I want to get an MBA. Right after the MBA, you know what happens for me? I've got great credit. I've always had a job, so I got cash in the bank. My parents, you know, they've got the same situation, same setup, just a little bit more evolved, right? And all of my network is the same way. All of them are the same way. So what do I do next? Well, I raise a fund. Okay, and this fund is going to be called a search fund, SEARCH, search fund. If you go to YouTube, type search fund, and you'll see what I mean. What a search fund is when an investor invests into a brand new graduate, puts $2 million up to make sure that he's taken care of for the next 2 years, for him to go search and find a business to acquire. Google it, YouTube it. This is not theory. This is fact.
Legit put up $2 million.
$2 million.
To go find.
And you go look on YouTube. There's plenty of videos, and you'll see who the information's circling around.
I'm sure.
I bet. You'll see who is circling around.
It is unfortunate.
And it's a tax write-off too.
Absolutely. You already know.
Because what
There's
you
so
do
many ways
is
to cut that cake.
I need to, you know, I got this $2 million, but I don't want the government to be in their hands too much in my pocket. So here, baby, you take this search fund. Oh, that's a $2 billion write-off.
Exactly. So now this student, he or she goes out. They're vetting companies. And they're not doing small companies because they have money behind them. So they're going to buy a $10 million company, right, that has 100 people working and it's been around for 50 years. That's what they're going to find. And when they get that, the investor that funded the search fund has the first right of refusal, meaning he gets the first dib in on new investments, period. So he comes back and says, hey, man, I think I found a match, right? The seller meets with the student and the investor and the bankers and the lawyers, and they work out a contract and they make a deal happen where they acquire the new business. And who paid for it? The investor. Why? Because the investor and student, their deal is this: I'll do the search fund for you. We'll make the acquisition, but you work at that company for 4 years as president and CEO.
Wow.
So now that investor, out of college, now that investor guaranteed his bread because Wharton taught this guy. This guy has the information
to succeed.
He knows the process. He's been groomed and raised in it.
Knowledge is power.
He's been groomed and raised in it the right way, the correct way. And so now he's a new CEO and president of a brand new company.
At 20.
He's there at 20-something years old, right?
Don't know nothing about the company.
Don't know nothing about the company. But the board of directors are in his ear and making sure everything's going proper.
Right.
Okay? And he's running the show. Now, what happens next? This gentleman, he already acquired a company. He's not dumb. He's going to get a few more. And he's going to keep going and going and going and can't be stopped. And so when you hear about these big mergers and acquisitions, what's happening is people are buying companies, individuals just like us, buying companies, say 10 of them, rolling them up into a portfolio and selling it to Sheridan or selling it to AT&T. And AT&T got bigger pockets. They just write the check because it's cash flow. I'm buying cash flow. And that's where you probably see it on YouTube. You know, all these guys say cash flow is king. It is. because it's cash flow is king in real estate, obviously, but also in business. So that's where we should be. That's where we should be focused on, is making sure that we get our capital up, both cash and credit, so we can acquire businesses in real estate and build portfolios that we can leave to our further generations, but also teaching our generations how to play the game the way it's supposed to be played. Because here's the thing, within every business, whatever job you really want, go buy the business and go work in the business. If that's what you really want to do, you want to be a nurse, go buy the hospital, then go be the nurse. That's okay. But at least when you leave, you're not worried about just a 401k. At least when you leave and retire, you own the place. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying?
I felt that.
You own it. You own it.
Right.
You know? Mm-hmm. And that's what it's about. Oh, and let's play transparently here. Our folks, we have to be strategic. And I hope they hear this, because we coming. We got to play strategic. The guys running the banks, you know who they are, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, they're European, Jewish, Indian, Asian.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So when we go in, we might have to pay a few people to front for us. And we'll get it done anyway. Because they can't stop what they started. Right. We're going to finish the race.
So you send your assistant.
Exactly.
And then when you're the owner, hi.
Man, look.
We get in.
Guess who's
we
coming
get
to
in by any means necessary.
Guess who's coming to dinner?
No ego.
All day long.
We just gonna do it.
I told you.
We're gonna just do it.
Game. Look,
we got it.
People that want the blueprint. I told you when I talked to him, Mr. Brent Jackson has the blueprint, and he even put you in the game. Look, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back with the today and Beyond the Art with my brother DJ Legend, man. You listen to Mr. Brent Jackson on the 418 right here at my Music More Radio, guiding you into freedom, financial freedom. We'll be right back. Let's go, Caesar.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it, baby. If you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want, you know I got it.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it, baby. If you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want.
We've been together for a few years, shed a few tears, called each other nicknames like Sugar Plum and Pooh Bear. I'm always on the road, hardly ever home. Always busy this, busy that, can't talk on the phone. I know you aggravated, walk around frustrated, patience getting short. How longer can you tolerate it? Listen, ma, I'm just motivated. I do this for us, stuck on the grind, trying to elevate it.
Hey, yo, to really be honest, you stuck with me through my whole struggle. Can't even express through words how much the kid loves you. I'ma stand as a man, never above you. I could tell that you different from most, slightly approach you. And the ill shit about it, we don't sex every day, but when we sex, we tease in a passionate way. Love the way you touch it, those little elaborate ways. Got the guard feeling released to relax for the day. It's on you,
baby,
ma.
if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it, baby. If you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want, you know I got it.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want. Boy, you fill me with so much joy. You get whatever it is I need. My love, here to stay, won't never leave. So glad that you fell in love with me. My love is so good that I wouldn't be without you, babe. Couldn't see me without you, babe. My love is so good that I wouldn't be without you, babe. Couldn't see me without you, baby. I
kids to bed.
And that reason is
It's time for the full 180.
What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for hanging in there with us. It's been a great conversation, learning a lot of new things. I wanted to come on and give you the thought of the day, or a fact of the day. We are still in the Autism Awareness Month, and one thing I wanted to bring to light was autism is actually one of the fastest growing developmental disorders in the U.S. And it's also more common than childhood cancer, diabetes, and AIDS combined. So you, like I said last time, you know, you've met more people with autism than you realize, because it's very much common. It doesn't discriminate between nationalities, creeds, religions, spirituality, sexuality, whatever. It can show up in anyone. So just do a little bit of research and get to know what autism is, and try to understand it, and just be more cognizant of the people around you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bree. Hey, I'm telling you, we're going to do a show on autism for real. That is very big. And look, I'm telling you now, when you come to the live show, man, these two got something very, very special for you. We're going to talk about it live. So make sure you at the Juneteenth celebration. That's right. And remember our hashtag that we're going to use for the show. Hashtag Your Black Role Matters. Okay? Remember that. As well as hashtag 180 Convo Juneteenth. It's coming to you. Be on the lookout on social media websites. But without any further ado, you know we got to go beyond the art, with none other than the three-point shooter himself, Mr. DJ Legend.
Yes, all the left-handers in the house. All the left-handers in the house.
Left-handers.
The left hand is the hand of the devil.
Really?
Here y'all go.
But anyway, so I know y'all. Anybody watch golf? Y'all ever watch golf lately? So you know the first black Japanese.
Yes.
He won
the Masters. Yes, he did.
Yeah. So that was really, interesting and everything. I don't watch golf that much. I just see people be betting on golf all the time, especially in Vegas.
They be out there making money.
I just want to ride around on the carts.
No, you don't.
All the time. And then y'all hear about Alex Rodriguez?
A-Rod.
Trying to buy the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
trying to
He's trying to acquire.
He's trying to acquire
business.
Yes, he is.
Mr. Jackson.
That's a nice business.
And the thing is, he don't know nothing about no basketball. And then what's so funny, one of the players on the team was like, I don't even know who he is. He's a rookie at Anthony Grant. Ant-Man. He's going to be rookie of the year. Too bad LaMelo not going to get it because he broke his wrist, but it's all right. But also, Steph Curry became the all-time leading scorer of the Golden State.
Really?
Yeah.
Congrats, Steph.
He passed Will Chamberlain.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's saying
something.
something.
He gonna go down one of the best 3-point shooters
Ever.
Ever.
Sorry, Larry Bird.
Then, Greg, I see your Denver Broncos done traded up so they can get a quarterback.
Elway either done got him a sister girlfriend or something.
Are they gonna
sense?
Are they gonna get Justin Fields? Are they gonna get Justin Fields?
You know what? I like him. He looks soft. He looks soft to me, but he did go to the national championship. He got beat by Roll Tide, Alabama.
Yeah, he did.
But he decent.
He decent.
But I still think we need a veteran. Somebody that know the game. That's somebody got to teach the game to.
Well, what about Matt Ryan?
Well, he's probably garbage by now.
Yeah, might be.
How you just gonna count the man?
But I think there's gonna be some controversy with the Patriots.
Yes, there will be.
Because the Patriots done moved up. They done traded up to number 4.
Right.
And I think they're gonna get Trey Lance, another black quarterback.
Yep.
From North Dakota State. So
see, the Patriots is trying to shed that bad guy look.
Yeah, that's gonna.
Yeah, don't be talking about my Patriots now.
They're trying to shed it.
Yeah, it's gonna be easy on that one. But right now, that's all I got for today. We're going to get back with the show. DJ Legend's out behind the org. Let's go.
Thanks. Appreciate that, big bro. Man, if you just tuned in, you missed out on the treat, but we still got him here. And I ain't talking about the tweaks. I'm talking about Mr. Brent Jackson. This brother's going to steer you down the road to financial freedom. Man, we done heard about not the startup. We talking about the buy up. I need all them. 1, 2. I'm like Cedric. I wish I can have all of your businesses today.
I'm just gonna acquire your plantation. This is sparks a little. I'm just gonna acquire your plantation. All the people that work there, everyone. I'm just gonna acquire it. That's when you come to work one day and your boss isn't there. He's crying or something. And there's a new sign on the floor. And you're an employee. You ain't got nothing to say. It sounds cutthroat, but it's American. I like.
And I like what he said. I want to buy all these books today.
Yeah.
Not tomorrow.
Well, it just makes more sense.
Right. And it's, for him. So I'm going to ask this. So how did you acquire this knowledge? Because I tend to say, it's not saying that our parents didn't do a good job. I feel like my mother and father did a great job. Even my grandparents. Yeah. But it's just certain things that they didn't know or wasn't exposed to. Right. So it's kind of like sometimes we always 10 steps behind trying to catch up. Mm-hmm. So at this juncture, to 2021, how do we push the culture forward in order to get to where you're talking about?
More of us have to come together.
That's the hardest.
Talented 10th, reach
you
back.
See how he got quiet? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's number one. Yeah, we got to come together.
Sure.
Right. Re-educate ourselves.
Speak.
That's it. You asked me how I did it. I re-educated myself because I was educated in the same system.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Okay. But one thing led to another, and I'm an investigator, so I'm like, let me see what else is going on. And now I'm joining courses, I'm joining seminars, I'm going reading in books, audio books, by the way. I'm not the bookworm. I like listening to it, though. It's pretty easy to digest for me. So audio booking it out, and then also putting what I'm learning into action. So just putting it into action, that experience itself is also a teacher. So all together, with everything combined over the years, if we sum it all up, I'm living it and breathing it because this is all I do and it's all I know.
Yes, sir.
And you
At
said
this point.
investigate.
Investigate.
I was going to say nosy.
That's fine.
But I think these days and times, with especially those high schoolers that are coming out now, they're more inquisitive about things.
Very.
Where back in the day we weren't as
Very.
inquisitive as they are. So they want to know because they see it. And it's like, okay, well, if he can do it, she can do it, let's see it. Let's see how my hands can get in this. So they ask questions that I don't think we had the knowledge or our foreparents had the knowledge of knowing.
And a lot of times you said Google it, YouTube it. We didn't. It's one of those things that the kids have more access to now, and they're actually more accepting of each other. You know what I mean? They're not looking at, what does this person look like? How does this person act? Or they have a different sexual orientation. They see it, but it doesn't matter as much to them as it did for us. So it's like, even with the racial injustice and all the things that's going on, it seems like that the unity is starting to come together. We just gotta make sure that we continue to cultivate that because they are our future. I mean, so we have to really dig into them and re-educate them and send them on a different path. It's like we know now, so let's get them going, get them started to push them to the next level.
Yeah, because they were involved, but we minded our business. You know what I mean? Like,
well, it's predicted in 200 more years, the average face of a human being will be more mixed than black, white, German, Japanese, because there is a rise of unification based on no matter what. And then with the LGBTQ plus community, that crosses those sexuality bridges. So it only makes sense that the trickle down from relationships would now cross over to financial education and wisdom. Because now Preston and Becky want to share with Raheem and Devon how they got their business and how they made their money because the doors aren't closed anymore. And
I'm going to tell you this. With this knowledge and having it applied, my even like relationships have been better.
Wow.
Because I don't have to ask anybody for anything for my liabilities. Because that's where it gets bad when people ask you for money to pay their bills, or to pay their car note, because it's going straight to bloop, a liability. And then because they're not generating that income back, you don't even look for it in return. Not at all. But with this, it completely, gives everybody a position in place, because whatever goal, whatever dream you have, it's here already on Earth, and it's making money automatically somewhere.
Yeah.
We just got to tap into that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
That's the key.
Yes, sir.
That's it. And again, if we come together, we re-educate, and we tap into that, we all win.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this, because you made that point. If we come together, so some of us have entered barriers or had conversations with individuals who have the knowledge that you have, right? And I trust me, when I had you on the phone, I was so grateful that you was willing to come share. But that seems like that's the problem.
Yeah.
You want to hold it to yourself. You know, me and my mother joke, and I'm saying this, but it's like my father was very big about his things. But now that my father is no longer here, your things can't go with you.
Right.
So why are we so hesitant to share the knowledge? Why are we so shunned to be like, no, I'm not teaching, you gotta go learn like I did?
I don't know why people do it individually, but what I will tell you is this: they've got it backwards, just like everything else. Your gifts, you're supposed to give away, because you show the universe, God, that you are grateful by sharing it.
Yes, sir.
And it shows you have faith by letting it go. And so it comes back to you
tenfold.
Preach, Mr. Jackson.
That's
Press
it.
down, shaking
That's
up.
it. So now if you're nervous of sharing your gift because you need to, protect it for legal reasons, or maybe you want, to put it underneath a trademark or something like that, okay. But to sit there and say, oh no, I ain't gonna tell somebody else, well, guess what? You're gonna be the only one with the info. And you're gonna die with it. You're gonna die with it. And guess what? When you die with it, it was no use anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Honestly, I think you failed us.
And culturally,
You failed us.
yeah.
You should have came out and let us know so we all can put our brains together. Because here's the thing: the information you have, let's call it your superpower.
Yeah, it is.
So why that? Would you not share your superpower? What superhero doesn't use a superpower?
Right.
What the heck? And you said Avengers. We were talking about League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, all that stuff. They all bring their superpowers together.
Yep.
So you hiding it
common goal.
for one common goal. Let's get the bread. Go on vacation.
Well, you wonder where it came from. Why is it we tend to not reach back? That is because it is, and I'm always on the books with this.
Yeah.
It has been educated in us to not unify. We
bred
have
in
been
us.
bred to
bred in us.
mistrust and deceive each other for favor under the master's foot.
That's a fact.
And I was gonna add that it's two sides to it, because I'm on Facebook. We have all these groups and organizations on Facebook about business and all this stuff, and then you got one group that says, if you want my vendor list or if you want this, you got to pay me for it.
Right.
And then you got some people that are saying, we all can eat, why don't we share the information? And then you got those people in the middle who want to be on both sides, but then they do nothing with the information.
Yes.
So it's just like, where do you pick the lesser evil? You got to pick your poison sometimes.
Right.
It's a big table.
Because my thing, I don't want to waste my time. Everything that I did, I worked hard to do. A lot of times I did it by myself because I ran into those situations where people didn't want to share and all this stuff, which I don't mind paying you, but I'm not going to give up my whole business just to get a little piece of your pie. You know what I mean? I'll go to somebody else who's willing to work with me and network with me and unify with me so we both can be elevated.
Exactly. It has to be mutual. If it's not mutual, it's not a good deal.
Well, part of the problem is, too, people think that knowledge is proprietary. Knowledge is free.
Right.
It doesn't cost a thing to share your knowledge. And just because you learned it doesn't mean you own it.
Right. It was meant for you to share it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Technically speaking, that's what it went to your head for you to share it.
Right.
To
That's
someone
it.
else.
To someone else.
Yes.
So that it can come back and help you bear fruit.
Yes, sir.
Speak, because if a kid can't read, so here's the thing. If you don't educate this child at 10 years old, when you 65, 75, and they're trying to read the milligrams to give you of medication, but they can't read because they weren't educated, and now you're dead, it comes all the way around.
It came back. That's what I'm saying.
Now we're teaching our generation.
Exactly.
Man, look. And I say that because my partner, my brother, he's part of 4182, just a silent partner. That's what Antoine does. When I tell you, the first time I seen this brother who is from a whole other state.
Missouri, thank you.
That's a whole nother
I was
state.
going to say St. Louis, but you know, this one here. Anyway, but from a whole other state, and he brings people together, like with ease. He has, you know, he has the business expo, but not only that, we do other events together, and you know, it's just solely him. And we talk about that all the time. It seems like it's so hard to get people just to work with you because it's, you know, my thing is I always keep the basketball mentality. We all get a ring. We all get a ring.
From the towel boy to the
everybody.
So can we go to the championship?
Right.
Don't what you do.
But I think a lot of people are greedy.
Yes.
And that is one of the main things, in my opinion, that will cause not just us, but anybody to go under. We're greedy, so we want to take it and
take it out and don't want to give it up to nobody else.
Can't take it with you.
You know, go. I even think about Shark Tank while you were talking. I was thinking about that and how they have people come in and take a look. What's good? What's good? They invest. If they don't, they don't. But it's just like that word greed, which happens to be one of the 7 deadly sins. We want to take it all, and we should all know that money is the root of all evil if it's misused in a way.
Yes.
That's why I said if I'd be rich, I'd be broke, because I'm going to invest. I'm going to give back, but a lot of people don't think that way.
Oh, you wouldn't be broke. Because
I know
whatever
I
you
would,
give,
but I'm just saying I know I'm a giver. You know what I'm saying?
So it's coming back to you.
I would make sure that there are things. You know, there are people who don't. You say they do, but they don't have the knowledge because some people hold it. You know, so they don't have the resources. So let me ask you a question: what websites or what .coms can you give us?
Oh, good question.
To go look at.
To look at businesses.
Absolutely.
For sale.
Or just to gain knowledge. Period. Yeah.
Like, can you give us some leeway?
Where's your book?
We can actually go find out for ourselves. Because I'm a firm believer.
Yeah.
In order for you to learn it, you need to go find it. I
Where's
can
your
tell you where to go get it.
I gotta write a book.
Where's your book?
I need to write a book.
There you go. Another money maker. I don't want the royalties. I just want you to do my name.
The idea was birthed on full 180.
Right here.
I'm gonna need you to write that.
Yeah, I gotta write the book. Yes.
And through the trials and tribulations, I will be glad to offer you mental health assistance.
I tell you, boy, one-stop shop. I got them right here.
Yeah.
But no, of course, answer the question. Like, you know, what .coms can we actually research?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. You got to go to Emerson.
Of course.
Okay, emersoncompany.com. You got to go there. And then I'm gonna give you guys a major plug. Go to on YouTube. Dan Pena. Look him up. DANPENA.
Yes, sir.
Dan Pena. Dan is by far, in my point of view, the absolute best, and Dan, you owe me money for this. The absolute best business coach, high performance business coach, breathing right now, and he's freaking on his way out of here. You know, he's old. He's an old guy.
Wow.
Gray hair, old as hell, and he is on fire though.
Indeed, well done.
And he's doing his thing, and he's built huge organizations with huge portfolios. And we talk the same language.
And he talks my language. His last name is Peña.
Yeah.
It's mi gente.
Yeah. And when you see him, you'll be surprised. Now, don't get me wrong. The way he delivers his message is not as, like mine. His message is he's going to be swearing and cursing at you and trying to shake you up.
This is Mr. Jackson.
But
PG.
PG. But it's real. It's very real. Oh, he is like daddy. Like 100 billion %. Like, yeah. Like, probably you might feel his words like spank you. You're like, oh, fuck.
Wow.
Like, he's on fire. I love that guy to death. And I would say that's where I would tell you to go. Like, if you really want to, like, dive into the information I'm telling you, go to Emerson first. Right, because we're business advisors. We're going to make sure that this is our track. This is what we do.
Yes, sir.
Right, and then after that, if you want the extra sauce, go find Dan. He has a website. He has all types of stuff. So the education is there, 100%.
Well, Mr. Jackson, definitely has been a pleasure. I know you made an impact on us And I know these listeners have definitely received a lot of gems from you. We do what we call the last word. So we'll start with you while we're about to wrap up the show. So, any last words you have? And please plug yourself, how they can find you, how we can get like you so we can go on vacation.
I appreciate you. All right, so for the last word, I just want to say, please do not let this information go to deaf ears, okay? Because this is a message, it is impactful, and it will change the course of your life and anybody you share this information with, because this is just how the game really works. That's all that it is. It's just how it really works, and it's being played everywhere. Okay, people are not as poor as you think they are. There's a lot of rich people out there, a lot of rich people, because this game, played the way we're talking about today, only leads to riches. Period.
Yes, sir.
To find me, you can go on Instagram. It's Brent the Businessman. You'll find me there, Brent the Businessman. Also Facebook, Brent the Businessman. You'll see a cheesy picture with my blue shirt and a smile.
Oh yeah,
so it's pretty cheesy.
That's not cheesy.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. You
That's fine.
So you'll see that there. And then, of course, like I said, find me at Emerson Company. I am coming out. Right now, I have a video crew, man. We're coming out with a brand new YouTube channel. Cool. It's going to have a lot of educational videos, talking about credit, talking about funding, talking about acquisitions. So everything we're talking about here, that's in motion as we speak. And then I'm probably going to drop a vlog and make it kind of like reality TV style. So I'm excited about that too, because, I just want to. So here's the thing. When COVID happened and we had to shut down the business, no one knew freaking Brent. So I got no more phone calls, right? Wow. So I said, you know what? I'm not doing that no more. I'm creating that personal brand. I'm going to make sure that's strong, So that's the phase we're in right now. So I'm honored and privileged to be here. Thank you so much. Very grateful. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Oh, man, look, you have been a blessing, brother. And look, when we get that vlog started, be sure to let us know. And then anytime that you're free, you can drop some more knowledge on us, man. Please, you're always welcome into the house of the Full 180, brother. We appreciate you being here. Dr. B?
Oh, man, this is great. I learned a lot of things. I'm always hustling. I'm always trying to get to this boss status 100%. I'm very appreciative for you coming out and sharing your knowledge. You write that book, let me know.
Got you.
Your crew, everybody, I just appreciate y'all. And man, let's go ahead and let's take back what we should have had already.
Exactly.
And with that being said, now the license roar.
Wow. Why do I hear this song in my head playing? It's hard out here for I just hear that in my head. I just feel like I need to be on my grind. Thank you for sharing that with us, especially it brought up some conversations and some thought processes that were never there for us. And so now I know how to proceed forward with my children that are going to college, as I get my situation together so that they will be better. Because there's a difference between being rich and having wealth. When you rich, you live good. But when you have wealth, all your ancestors live good. All the people who come after you live good.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the difference. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Hey, ladies, KC Step.
Thank you so much for being on the show, coming in and giving us the information that you've given us. I'm with Bree, write the book, so we can make it do what it do.
Gotcha.
To everybody that was listening, thank you guys out there for listening. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, guys, come out and support DJ Tricky. And on Sunday, the Women Walking with Purpose will be out feeding the homeless. So I am a part of that, and I'm certainly glad that I am. They're doing big things and they're doing great things, and they're really concerned about the community. So I'm glad to be a part of those women. So WAP, shout out to you. And if you can come. If you
Please
need the information, I will make sure you get it. So thank you all for just being supportive of who the Full 180 is. And that's it. Thank you guys.
Bring some stuff if you can. Both myself and Casey Estelle will be there. Bring some things if you choose to come out to help women walking with a purpose. There's some very needy people out there. Anything is welcome. Yeah, so come and give back.
Yes, I believe in community service. Big bro.
Great show. Appreciate you coming out. I'm gonna actually look up that guy for real because I think it's gonna be interesting hearing him talk. But man, that's a lot of knowledge. I'm trying to soak it all in. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go on that YouTube and go on your information and everything. But yeah, again, book come out. Just come back up to the show and bring the book up here. Gotcha. One more tidbit. Eddie George, football player for the Tennessee Titans, is going to be a head coach at Tennessee State University.
What? So, yes. That's exciting.
HBCU's coming back, man. Come on. HBCU. But good night, everybody. We'll see y'all, Monday?
No,
Wednesday. All right, next Wednesday.
Of course, he's the Russell Simmons of the show, so we definitely appreciate that. One before you out of here, man, I do want to say, Mr. Jackson, for me, because we never do this amongst brothers, brother, I bless your kingdom. I bless your kingmanship. I appreciate you just wanting to give other people the knowledge and understand you can't take it with you. It is definitely appreciated for me, your enthusiasm and your passion about worth and wealth. Like I said, I enjoyed our conversation, and I tell you, as far as I'm concerned, as long as we're here, we have a relationship. So whatever we need to do, of course, I'm gonna say I speak for the crew. We're here, man. But as a black man to another black man, I applaud you, I salute you, and continue being blessed within what you're doing, my brother. Other than that, man, look, let you know we will not be doing a show on Monday, only because your boy got a little traveling to do. But on Wednesday, we will be back on via Zoom. You can still catch us on all the links. You know me, well, there's a will, there's a way, and I always try to make it happen. So you can be a part of the full 180. We will be talking about either fatal attractions or you still with your ex or your new one. Which one you still in love with? We gonna find out. You'll find out Wednesday what we talking about. You know we like to keep you on your toes all the time. Once again, you always right here, More Music, More Radio, where we like to motivate and move the masses with music, along with Mr. CEO Malik Ali. Monday through Friday, Mike Music Show, along with K-Flow right here, man, giving you all the relevant information in hip-hop locally and nationally. You know I live by two mantras: faith and fear cannot dwell in the same place. And while you're on this side until you get to the other side, remember to always love, live, laugh. If you get time, come check me out this weekend. I'm in the Metroplex. Also check my brother out. He's at One Love Lounge this weekend as well in Arlington. We everywhere. When I tell you Full 180 is affecting the community, along with the Women Walking Purpose, we are trying to affect the community and move the culture forward. Until then, man, we'll see you on Wednesday. You be safe. We out of here. Once again, thank you, Mr. Jackson.
Thank you.
Not me, 'cause I throw hands. Try Jesus, please don't try me, because I'm fine. I know what he said about getting slapped, but if you touch me or mine, we gon' have to scrap. So, try Jesus, please don't try me, because I'm fine. I have no problem laying these hands. Try Jesus, don't try me, 'cause I throw hands. Try Jesus, please don't try me, because I'm fine. Oh, he said, turn the other cheek. Oh, but this one part of the Bible that just don't sit right with me. So try Jesus, please don't try me.